Good afternoon folks, or good evening if you prefer. Right, what we've got here for our latest repair, modification really. Right, what we've got here, we've got a Fidelity fur coat no knickers. This is a Fidelity fur coat no knickers. Otherwise known as a Radio Master, as you can see. Now, I got this from our friend Jay from Jay's Vintage Junk. I did him a deal and he got what I had, and I've got this, which is what he had. And he gave me a pie. He gave me a pie black box as well. One of the 70s transistorized ones, stereo ones, which was good of him, because the deal, because we only discussed this item in the deal. We didn't discuss anything else, so that was very nice of him to include that as well. Top guy, folks. Anyway, I gave him a couple of laptop computers I had, because I don't really bother much with computers. Don't do them on my channel. Don't really do them. So I prefer to have something like this than to have those, and I'm quite pleased with the deal I got, and this is absolutely immaculate inside. Look at that. But what somebody's done, somebody's actually done part of the modification for me, because what's been done here is right, we've got a fuse there. Basically what's happened is, well, I say somebody's partly done the modification, they probably have, but then again I don't know, it looks like it, but I could be wrong even, that wouldn't be the first time. But anyway, regardless, what I'm going to do, the problem that this has got is, I can't believe in the condition that this is inside, it's nice. What the problem is with this, apart from a young creepy crawly spider crawling around there. Right, what the actual issue is with this is this chip here is gone, this chip here is gone. There's no output from this whatsoever. The output from this has died long ago. Anyway, and there's a sign on the back, output to speakers not working. Use DIN socket to trio amp auxiliary input. Right, so basically what they've done is they're telling you to connect the amplifier. Basically they're telling you to connect this to an amplifier, which is what I'm going to be doing, but I'm going to be putting the amplifier back inside here, and I'm just looking at where things are soldered. I mean, I know where everything is really, it's just because I've got to take for certain things out, like I've got to take the deck out, that's got to come out. I'm going to reroute the speaker wires because I'm going to reuse the sockets, so I'm going to reroute the speaker wires, and the way I'm going to do it is I'm gonna first I'm gonna have to print off the circuit, because I'll need the circuit, because I'm gonna pull these two chips here. I've got to pull those because they're both knackered. So I'm gonna pull them chips. But to start with, I'm gonna desolder. To start with, I'm going to desolder the turntable's lead, the wire to the motor, because I don't need that there, and I don't need that one on there because the reason why I don't need that is because I'm going to be servicing the deck and it'll be put back in. So that's what we're doing there, and disconnect the pickup from the tag board, and we're going to have some fun. Yeah, aren't we just? There we go. That's the pickup from that's the turntable pickup removed. This is to the auxiliary. These wires here go to the auxiliary. Whether they've been moved, jiggled about with, I do not know. But I'm going to leave them as they are. The grease is not rock hard on this either. It's now what I'll do now. I will now remove the dust cover, and the dust cover on this is in good condition. It's a bit nicotined, but it will. I'll bring that back, and the other wire, the other clip rather, is down that hole there. Now I should say I should. Yeah, lift. That should just lift. That's it. Lift out. Right. I'm not going to service that just yet because we know that has to be done. We know that has to be serviced and sorted out. So I can put that down there for now because I don't want to mess. I don't even think about that just yet. And what I want to do, I want to prepare this for the modification. I mean, I could probably, no I can't. I was going to say I could probably get at it through there, but you can't. But I want to take everything off the case anyway. I want to take the case apart because I want to give it all good clean. And try and make the case, you know, as nice as possible, because this is being recycled. That's that. We'll remove one from here. Run front to the side, and then if I remember rightly, there's 3 or 4 behind here. Pardon me, folks. And I'm hoping the amp I want to use is going to be suitable, which I think it will be. And I think there'll be just enough room to get it into here. But well, this will probably be a couple of part video. I won't be doing this in one part, I wouldn't have thought. It's going to be a 2 or 3 parter, I would think. Maybe 4 parts. 3 parts. Maybe 4 parts. Sorry, I don't know yet. But there's a couple of creepy crawlies running around inside this, and a couple of spiders. Not that I mind spiders. I don't mind spiders. Don't have a problem with spiders. Right. So basically, now I should be able to lift that clear. Now I can work on the underside of the chassis. Right. Try to put that. See, because I can work on that like that now, you see. And basically, this has had new outputs in before. These are not the originals. You can tell by the way and this is the fact they've got cruddy solder on them. Right, so what we'll do in this part, we'll start the dismantle procedure, and we'll start to dismantle these amps. Oh, pardon me. Try and do it, but just because we're not going to use it again doesn't mean to say it has to be sloppy. You always get a piece that won't come out. It's a bit like when you go for a shit, innit? And I'm not happy with that fuse there, so I might move that as well, do something about that. Fuse there. And that's got a wire around it, so that's not very encouraging. There we go. We managed to get this out without snapping any pins. Yeah, how about that? It's one chip removed. And what I'll do now, I'll clean the pads up. Because some of these pins I'm going to be reusing, and I want to make sure that what I do reuse and is reusable. I mean, all the excess solder off, and that way Yeah, he was here for quite a while, Jay. We had a really good chat, a coffee. Really nice guy, top fella. Really top guy. Anyway. Clean them blobs of solder off the top of my solder soldering iron cleaner. Does my head in. Right, so now we need to go for the next chip. Pull the next one. Just blowing bits of solder off the... There we go. Now we'll go for the next chip. It's had new chips in it before this. And that one, that pad on that one's foot. Or somebody's dropped a bollock when they've worked on it in the past. Oh, there we go. Feels you sucker, this fucking solder that's on this. Whoever did it put a lot of solder, used a bit more than what they should have done. Oh, hang on. Usually helps to compress the tool, doesn't it? See, this should work, what I'm doing. Basically, it should restore the unit to normal, perfect really, working order. But I want to take these chips out because if they've got a short, if they develop a short, then they cause problems further down the line. So they've got to come out, just so it don't cause any problems further down the line. Alright, now pull you out. Come on, you cunt. There we go. And have we broke any pins? No, actually we haven't. Oh, hang on. No. That one there was fucking bent under. Obviously not. Look at that one there. You can see where that's blown. You can see where it's blown in the past there. Blown out. Just blown out. But anyway. These are what this thing had as amplifiers. There were 4 watts per channel, I believe. Or 4 watts total. It was something fucking stupid and ridiculous. And let's just zoom in so I can show you what pieces of shit this thing had in it. There we go. And that's what was fitted. 2 of those, which are SN76013N chips, which are now surplus to requirements, defunct, fucked, gone, made in Singapore. Yeah, cheapest chips, crap. Now let's have a look at this here, because I'm not happy with all this. Look at all this here. And look at this here, folks. Look at this. Look at this big mess of coil wire here. Look. Look at all that there. That is disgustingly bad, isn't it? Hey, look at that. Yeah. Don't like that. Take that one out. Take that out. And what we do here, we make that so that it's nice and safe, because this is how we want things. Nice and safe. And what we'll do, we'll get a piece of heat shrink. We shall feed it along there, and we'll get another piece of heat shrink. I don't think you can see what I'm doing there, can you? Let's move the work so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Right. What I'm actually doing here, folks. Now, what you can, there we go. Right, we've got these long wires here, which are a bit of an overhang, and what I'm doing, I'm feeding these heat shrink onto this, right up to the top, to there. There we go. Zoom out, because I'm going to need to pull it back so I can work. There we go. Now, there we go. And what I'm going to do here now, I'm going to get my wire cutters, if I can find them. There we are. My wire cutters. Right, and what I'm going to do now, folks, I'm going to cut, because we don't need all that extra fucking wire there. That's just stupid. I'm going to cut it there, chop that off, and chop that off, keep those pieces because you never know. And now I need to find my knife now to do the scraping. I need to find my knife now so I can scrape it. Take some fucking doing where the fuck are you? There we go. Not the knife I wanted, but it'll do. I wanted my Stanley knife really, but this one will do. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to scrape the coating off. So that I can re-tin it and re-solder it. Anyway, let's get the soldering iron and the solder. Let's get some solder. There we go. lift that up off there. There we go. Now the next piece. That's not quite scraped. A bit more off that. Still red. There we go. See, this is so I want things to look right. It has to look right. And all that fucking extra wire didn't fucking look right. Alright, so I'll bring that down a bit. There we go. And there you are. Now all I need to do is just get the heat gun, give it a blast with the heat gun. There you go. Right, and that is the transformer neatly wired back into place. Now what I'll do, I'll clean these holes up now around this IC I've just pulled out. So just tidy these holes up. Around this chip that's just been pulled. But I'll clear all the holes just in case I have to shove a piece of wire down them or something. There we go. Make sure we're not shorted, any short pins we shouldn't have. Right. Well, that is now ready for modification. Now basically we've got so tidy all these wires up here. See what time it is because I need to sort him out. Well, it's not time yet. It's too early. Right. Now this fuse here is for the lights because it goes to the dial lamps. Now let's see if the dial lamps are blown. Oh shit. Where did he go to? Where did he go to here? I wanted to really not knock the string off, have I? No. what I wanted to do really was to, so we've got a blue dial lamp there. Oh no, that'll be for the stereo decoder. Will it? Yeah. Yeah, that one there's for your stereo decoder. This one here is for your dial. I always thought there was two for your dial in these. Because what's going to light your VHF side up? There should be another bulb in here that's missing. Yeah, there should be another bulb in here. There should be another bulb that goes through that socket there, it goes through there. It's missing. So I have to look at replacing that. Not a problem at this point in time. This fuse here, which is somebody's bridged over with, ouch, stuck in your finger. This fuse here that somebody's bridged with a piece of wire. Now let's see where that goes, because that'll need to come out anyway. That's your main fuse there. That'll need a cover putting on it unless I move it, like I did with the other Fidelity. This fuse, it goes to your light, so that takes off a separate voltage for your light. So it's a separate, so that's a centre tap. It's a centre tap for your light, so this one there's your circuit fuse. That's your circuit that needs to be replaced. So basically what the plan is now, the plan now is to basically folks, the plan now is to have a cup of tea, and while I do that is to print off the manual. So that I know, so I can have the or at least the circuit anyway, the schematic, print off the schematic so I can have the circuit in front of me, so I know what pins I need to connect to, because I've got to use 10, I've got I'm not sure, I might have to change this transformer for another transformer, because I might have to change this transformer and put another transformer in it for basically because this transformer might not have enough balls to drive the amp. But we'll see. I'll know all that when I get the other amp out, when I get the other amp out the case. It should do, but in case it doesn't, I've got to stand by. Anyway folks, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call this part 1. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to call it part 1, because there is nothing really else I can do at this point in time. I mean, this is as far as I can go until I dig out the stuff and print out the manual. So you'll see all that in part 2. I'm yawning. Thanks for watching folks, more to come later.